Today we'll be reviewing Codex Space Marians. What's up? With good old Codex Space Marians, what do we got? Coolest thing ever for Space Marines is that your chapter now matters. What? That brings it really close to my favorite codex of all time, which was the previous Guard Codex, not the one that we have now, but the anyway. But that one, your regiment mattered. You could take regimental doctrines, and your regimental doctrines really affected your guardsmen. And now your chapter tactics really affect your Space Marines, which is cool. It's awesome, and that's what I like to see. Bonuses to this codex, not a lot changed. Everything got a little bit cheaper, and some things got a little bit better. Glad we finally have the Storm Raven, because I never got Death in the Skies, or whatever the hell that book's called. And only complaint I have is the background story for the chapter relics is a little ridiculous. I don't mind, getting the occasional item from a Primarch. Like you could get, I don't know, something cool. Like you could get, I'm coming up with something that isn't in there. Like you could get, like a piece of Reboot Gulliman's, like, armor and like put it on your own, and then you've got like Fearless or something. I don't know, but I don't mind that. What I do mind is when all of a sudden the Sword of the Emperor is available to some random Joe, like the freaking artificers wouldn't be like, oh, we should probably keep track of that shit. Nope. They're sitting up there in Terra, where's the Sword of the Emperor? Oh, well, it's on Chapter Master Gargleflunkle of the Space Sharks. Oh, we should probably fetch it. No, it's fucking stupid. Why the Emperor's Sword? I mean, I understand that for practical purposes, yeah, it's a lot better in the hands of a Space Marine than in some museum, but that's not the Imperium way. Anyway, not only that, but some of the rules are ridiculous. 2-up invulnerable save my ass. Alright? I understand that Gadskull Thraka can do it, and I don't like that, but now Space Marines can do it, and I definitely don't like that. And he's 2-up invulnerable, man. He's like, oh, let me just weed real quick. Ridiculous. Anyway, a lot of things became optional. For example, scout bikes with their cluster mines, that's now optional. The sergeant for the Devastator squads getting the Signum link, that's now optional, I think, because you can take them from a regular to a veteran. I don't know if that was optional before, and I actually never bought a Space Marine Codex before this one. Glad I waited, though, because this one's fucking cool. Yeah. My favorite chapter, probably the Imperial Fists, for this. Now, as an Iron Warriors player, I'm kind of obligated to say Imperial Fists, as much as we're supposed to hate them. It's kind of like how in high school or any grade school, there's that one guy you fucking hate, but you have to hang around all the time. You know what I'm talking about? You're a kid, so you don't realize you can be like, yo, bro, fuck off. You still hang out with them for some reason. And that's kind of how I feel about Imperial Fists. We hate each other, but I still hang out with them. I don't know, whatever. Anyway. I don't think anything's really broken in this codex. Maybe the Centurions and their grav guns. Maybe. Even then, that's a stretch. That's not terribly imbalanced. White Scar's definitely a tough one, but they're not imbalanced. I could see it wrecking Imperial Guard pretty hard if they didn't bring the right stuff. Which the right stuff for them in that matchup is really obscure. It's got to be the Colossus Siege Mortar, which no one effing takes but me. Anyway, which I'm glad. I like taking weird things. Anyway, I think that this codex is phenomenal. I recommend if you even remotely like Space Marines, get it. The reason is because allies are freaking cool, and that's what I'm going to be using it for. I know that my Space Wolves are looking forward to finally having a Storm Raven, because I really want one. Yeah. There's really not a lot to say that hasn't already been said a million times. I mean, it's the Space Marine Codex. I wish, and I don't want to end on a wish list note, but I wish that the tactical squads had a bit more options for like things. Maybe an option to take a close combat weapon like the Chaos Space Marines do. Pay a few extra points and you can get an extra attack. I wish that was a thing, but it's not. Anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah.